Hey gang, a little different video today. Not talking about drums. I'm gonna show you a shed project that I've been working on for a long time. A little here and there. Yeah, I'm a bonehead, so it takes me a lot of practice to figure out stuff. Anyway, there's a big giant wood pile. We survived the hurricane. This tree right here, this is a big cedar tree. Really big cedar tree. It was snapping a lot, so. And I don't know if you can notice, but his fence is leaning in a little bit because it dropped a limb on his fence in the last storm. Well, the three limbs that remained after I got done with it, one of them was leaning towards my shed, that fence again, and the other one was going to hit my porch back here. I got rid of that tree. He's supposed to come grind the stump. We'll see if he holds to it. I got this shed project probably 2020. There was a hole in the wall right there, so that's where I ran the power out. And you always want to use a conduit outdoors so you don't weed whack the wire. This also acts as a duplex. So I have electric out here. So that runs underground to my shed, which I just had this beautiful new ramp put up. This one costed me because this is some very super high tree, bigger and better than my last one. Now, over in this corner, it was actually all trees right here. Before I put this shed in, it was all trees and sand. Just sand. So over the last few years, the grass has really grown in. I think that this grass is going to start growing a little faster. And those bushes will definitely grow better too, because you wouldn't believe how much shade that tree put. It's strange seeing it gone. I feel bad too. Like, I mean, it was such a nice tree for shade, but you know, it's not worth it. So I got this shed probably around 2020, and this is what I've been working on this weekend. I built a workbench in here. Pretty easy to do, just 2x4s, screwed right to the studs. See, I screwed it, just screwed right to the stud. There's one in the back as well, on the sides. 3/4 inch top, 24 inch deep. So the other half of that sheet I was able to use for the wall, and you see what I'm doing. I'm just like putting shit away. I finally got a place to start putting my shit away. Doesn't have to be in the house anymore. So I gotta redo the electric. I have a light up here, and I also have a pole light out here. Let me tell you what, at night, when you need to see out here, that light is awesome. That light has really been a great light. I mean, it illuminates everything outside here. So you can actually work out here. But the thing is it runs all night, and there's no way to shut it off. So what I wanted to do was put it on a switch. Now, the pole light power comes in here. The wires are connected in that box. There's the wire for it. So there's the pole light. Pole light runs up here. Here's the pole light. Here's the shed light. Just a 4-foot LED. Screw a 1x6. All I had was this 1x10 or 12. It's a little big, but it's all I had. Screw that up there and screw your light right to it. Pretty simple. So, we got the pole light coming in. We got the shed light right here. Actually, these are going out. These are going out. So we're going to talk electric just for a little while. I also have a outlet right there. I decided to put it there. Everything was just coming into one box. Everything was coming into one box. Well, I'm a bonehead. And when I went shopping for electric wire, I was smart enough to use underground feed. But I bought 10 gauge. And that is some heavy wire right there. Really, really unnecessary. I could have used 14. But I didn't know any better because I was a bonehead. That 10 gauge right there is really hard to bend. This is 14 gauge right here. This is nice and easy to work with. It's a real pleasure working with this stuff. That down there is a beast. So instead of trying to tie everything in one box, I figured I'm gonna hammer in a box right here, and got my power coming in to that box right there. The wires are tucked in the box, and it comes up. You see that white wire that comes up? That's this wire right here. This is the wire for the the reciprocal. Here's the power coming in. The power coming in. So the power coming in right here. So here's my power coming in. Now, this wire right here is a 14-3, which means there's a red one. Electrical wire is expensive, so if you have scrap, you want to use it. I had this left over from a job. I put in a garbage disposal, and this red is just for that when you use a switch to switch on and off your garbage disposal. We had to have this type of wire. So this is okay. I can use this for this job. What I'll do is I'll just clip this red one right here, and it'll just be abandoned. So for a recap, we got the power coming in, goes into its own box, gets reduced down to a manageable 14 gauge, comes in here, this box. This is going to be where all of my connections are made. All of my connections are going to be in this box. And this box is going to be for 2 switches. One switch is to switch on and off the pole light. Huh? Genius. So I can turn it off when I want to shut it off, right? It doesn't have to be on all the time. And the other switch for the shed light. So I'll probably put the shed light right here, and the pole light will be on this side. This is where the switch is. Switch comes in, switch goes out to here. And here's the main power. And here's the power for the reciprocal. So all these wires need to be twisted. You twist together all the whites. You figure out your line, and those blacks get twisted together. And then your grounds get all twisted together. And this will be a big enough box I can tuck all of these wires inside easy. And boy, they're really playing the hell out of this Miley Cyrus, man. I don't understand it. She is nasty. She's a nasty, nasty girl. This goes on. Yeah, this cover goes on. This cover will go on. And yeah, after that wrecking ball with Miley, I don't like her, man. I don't like her. I had a metal. Oh, right here. Okay. And then this will be for the switches. So I'm almost there. I've got it roughed in here. I just gotta take a break. And it's getting a little warm. I don't know if it's really 100 in here or not. I am going to take a break and probably come back out when it's a little cooler. I got a work light out here right now anyway, so I can see what I'm doing. And these switches are really easy. You just, the neutrals connect. Black is the power. The neutrals connect. The black is the power. Black on brass. Black on brass, and then ground goes on right there. Green is the ground. 2 brasses. Black is brass. Silver is white, if you ever need to wire the white. So that's it, my friends. This project is almost done. I like it a lot. I really needed to do this. I got a lot of tools, but I don't have a garage, and I don't want this shit in my house anymore, and I certainly don't want to leave it all outside. We live in a safe neighborhood, but still, a lot of this shit can just be in here now, and I can lock it up. So that's some electrical wiring. I'm really happy to get this going. You just get your these parts here. These parts here to hold it. These screw right to the wood. Just screw a board and screw them on. I like these metal boxes. When it comes to switches, when it comes to receptacles, I like these metal boxes. Something like that. It's a cheaper plastic box. If it's out of sight, that's totally acceptable. Maybe one day I'll put a plate on it if I find one. So, alright, my friends, that's it. Thanks for watching, and have a great weekend.